Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Ace Attorney Guide. I really want to finish this because I want to start the other guide. I already have it. Well, I already know what it's going to be. So without further ado, let's start by saving. Any second, I should save off camera. Okay, there we go. And yes, I fast forwarded. 125, 12 seats, 50 card, defendant lobby number 2. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. What did he do? I don't remember. Oh, the Damon Gant thing. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, Pauls. Guess I am. I'll come back later. Oh, the team comes you. What is it? That face. Okay, it was between him now. You got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run all around while on duty. What duty? And to top it off, you come here. I've seen 100 people at funerals. Weren't you a detective anymore? I can't fire you. I take it Lana's having you run around again. Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here, she asked me to give this to you if there was a break into this trial. Is evidence law? I was talking about this just the other day. What's that on the portrait? On the cover, sorry. There was the 2 rules of evidence law. One evidence shall be is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. You can at least study some evidence law. Really? The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message. She said, if you're planning to take him on, you're going to need this book. Him. I guess I'll need to give this book up for a read. Secretly slip evidence law into pocket. You just gotta beat Gant out with the book. That's it, we solved the case. Beat him up until he confesses. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence. That's where you're wrong, detective. Huh? Haven't you figured it out yet? Let me look. No, that's not what I meant. No. That's not what I meant to do. I pressed enter. This was I was playing Ocarina of Time earlier. I really saw. What's this? Oh, I can't see it. Oh. It's like a little chicken. Keep. Why, I'm still sitting in the prosecutor's seat. Despite all these allegations being thrown at me. Because you're determined. The real trial today hasn't been gone yet. What? What else is there left to do? You could have literally been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. I must find out she unwittingly caused a man's death. And now, you tell me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, Paul. I can't believe I wanted to do everything. Today is 6th of January. It doesn't matter. I wanted to do the whole trial today. Well, not today. Yesterday, 5th of January. But I failed miserably. I just uploaded 1 video. I hope to at least do 2 videos. As you can see, I failed. But I have 1 video up today. And it's what? It's 1:06 PM. So I hope I can upload this video today too, so we can have 2 videos today. So we can progress. Because I want to start the other guide. I might record another video after this one. Like directly after this one. Thank you for the news, Your Honor. Yes, well normally this is where the prosecutor calls for a witness, but this isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that Mr. Edgeworth may have struck a bargain. Do you think I may have manipulated the witnesses? I didn't say that. You think? It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and... Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution. Let me call it. That being the case, The prosecution will allow the defense to call for all further witnesses. Other case sample, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. Yay, now we get to call the witnesses. Now we get to know how the prosecutor feels. Except we won't get to cross-examine the witness before, so this might be trouble. Unbelievable. I should have found a way to continue the trial. Miss Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, call the right witness. You do realize you do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, we die. This year is as good as over. The defense calls. That has finally come to be the real murderer. Well, that wasn't so hard. Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand. Did Damon Gant? What does he have to do with anything? I don't know. Ha, but I do know. And the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I think we should hear what he has to say about it. As luck will have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He will also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me anyway. Is a sheriff indirectly recognizing that he manipulated witnesses? There's only two. Well, let me recall. I don't recall a witness manipulated by Edgeworth. But I do recall two manipulated witnesses, and they are Mo from Justice for All and Lotta Hart in this game. Murphy, you heard that? Murphy, are you sure you want to do this? If you did, sorry. I play yes a lot of times for all my videos. I think I said it before, and it's because the human mouth makes strange sounds, so I don't want to get too close to the microphone like this, so you don't hear those noises because they're kind of gross. But it is the human mouth. It is the mouth, so well, of course it's going to make strange noises. Oh, right, though, what's with the green face? First, let's clear up this as a night incident. Oh, you mean the time when Anna's sister murdered the prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. There is still some things unaccounted for. Oh, like what? Like what? Like the role you play in all of this. Son, you're very brave or very foolish. Oh my gosh, he's foreshadowing. Also, I realized. Do you remember Gumshoe? When we were investigating the second murder, like Mickey, that happened in the evidence room with Mickens and Marshall. Gumshoe showed us a paper. And on the back of the paper there was a report for Edgeworth, but the paper was about a French restaurant opening. Like, it was an ad for saying it like that. Oh, about a French restaurant. That's that new French restaurant. And I was watching a video about the game, and when I saw the paper again, I realized that it was an ad for Trevienne, a restaurant that appears later, that actually appears later in the game. Well, not later in the game, later in the franchise. As I recall, Mira and I were questioning him that day. That's a real cool Easter egg. To make a long story short, we slipped up the power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. But she had already managed the crimes. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. Is that when Darker was arrested? Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious. I forgot I was going to put that as today's bit of thumbnail, like the one that went up before. That's going to go up before this one. I see everything's been clear cut. The police have the right to refuse to testify. Everyone does. Then you better hit him hard and fast. Cross examination. Examination cross. Alright. let's just get to the point. Croissant. I just heard that it has glass croissant. Oh, it doesn't go slow anymore. Like yesterday, it was running slow. Yeah, cool. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. No. This is Yarp, for example. Yes, I know. I'm aware I'm missing some texts, but I already know what's going on. This is my second time beating the game. Oh, this is my second run of the game. I already beat it once. Huh, I can't skip for some reason. I already beat the game. Oh, that's weird. Did you normally can skip? Like this dialogue? I don't know what's going on. He's not the first attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit to it then? That you were involved in the forgery? Who, me? Or do you mean... Yes, me? Me? What do I have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. That's right, the evidence is illegal. Prosecutors aren't the only one capable of forging evidence, you know. The first attorneys can do so too. Is that right, though? However, since the governor was present during the investigation, exactly. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from that. I guess if I get the cue from Zelda CDI. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. Well, what? The total salary is upside for the he'll end up paying to work. Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office. And in relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put 2 and 2 together. What do you mean, kids? Sorry if you heard that. Let's see, what was it now? A yard fragment and a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Why would I do that? Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Darko was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I participate in a forgery. Running in the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. What was that? Indeed, I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again. My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today's, well, you know. Alright, Oji, in return though, I know. That place, right? Huh? What are these guys telepathic? It's like a code. Yeah, today at 6, tomorrow at 6, that place. What? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, did I miss one? I hid. Yeah, I know he played a part in the forgery. It can only mean someone asked him to be an accomplice. Oh my god, someone's accomplice? That sounds unlikely. Did you read my mind? How can you look me in the eye and say that? Because I'm innocent. But you are not. Remember? No. Who was it that murdered Nail? I'm not sure I care for the word murder here. You say it literally every trial. But in the end of the person responsible for but in the end the person who was responsible for Mr. Marshall's demise was a Maskai. Well, now that you see, hiding the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Okay, I had to present this one. Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you reap from this. Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? That will, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police. Oh. The resolution of the SN9 incident secured you promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. Oh, that's a good one. Huh? Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even for that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SN9 merely sped up the inevitable a little. Is that true, Azure? Yes. He was going to be made chief anyway. Gah! Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at. Doesn't make sense. Okay, sorry. That may silly Worthy. You know me better than that. And only three people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There. It's out in the open now. Oye, would you mind if I change my testimony a little? Just a little. Why? Is that a legato? Well, there are two types of cross-examination songs. There is one that is moderato, which I think is the one playing now. And this is in every game, by the way. Except investigations, I don't recall a moderato and legato level. But I think that moderato is like a simple one, and then legato is like a more a more complex version for saying it like that. It also fits the current situation, like when you're catching the killer, like when the killer is testifying and you're about to catch him, like the last testimony, Allegrato plays, like when things are intense. We have someone now. Point at an accomplice. Brace yourselves. True, you might not help out anyone for the sake. But if it will benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. Mr. Wright? I believe you're possibly determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand. That's not what I mean. Yes! Let's help. Alright. So my computer, not the game, not the emulator, my whole computer froze and crashed. Thank God I could recover the footage I recorded, it didn't delete, but I had to play until this part. Again. It wasn't much trouble because I just sped it up, but it was still super annoying. I hope it doesn't happen again. Anyway, let's continue. That's not what I mean. And the worst part is that I don't know how long the video will last. Who is the person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forged evidence? Lana Sky. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky. The defendant? I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. MSI fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who will want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for Chief Gant, who will also have a reason to help Lana if she asks him to. The reason, of course, is self-profit. Self-profit? What do you mean? That's what it means. After the SN9 incident was resolved, Lana Sky was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. Is it me or there's dust here? The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant. But how will he profit from all of this? He will be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he will acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. Puppet! You mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with... How do you become judge? You must mean puppet as in someone forced to do his bidding. Never mind. I mean it, Chief. Yes, I said Lana, Sky in forging evidence. Your motive to appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her. Right, so my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. Do you want to have a bad time? No. Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that he done such a thing? Lana... She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she's testifying against Gant. I'm afraid without any proof this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture. Who are you, Von Karma? Unless there is also what happened in this incident. This incident and which one would that be? Of course I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her. Morphe, you better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. Just what do you mean? What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. Why, Luigi? Order! I said order! Besides, you can't be serious! Huh? This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder? Is it still impossible? That's impossible. I'm possible. I'm possible. Your Honor, I was merely reiterating to Mr. Edgeworth said in easier to understand language. What Mr. Edgeworth said in easier to understand language. You still there, Mr. Wright? There's no turning back for us now. It looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this. No, you were the one. Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? The chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder? Good question. Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell. I believe we are finishing. Alright then. Show us this evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. Just remember, it better be good. It better be good. Yeah, ID card. This is the ID card list. Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There's one ID on the list who couldn't determine the order of yesterday. That. Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that that's my card number. Ha! It's your number. Exclamation point. What? How do you know that? I remember in the Spirit of Justice, there's an option when they ask you something like, how did the body get in Alara? And you can answer with, it was magic. That's an answer. I'm serious. You can just say, it was magic. Of course you will fail, but... 7 digits, you don't mean... I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was... 777777. Did I get it right? The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant! You entered the evidence room the day of the crime. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Order! Chief Gant, what do you have to say? Nothing. The defense search of my office was in violation of regulations. I would demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this card, of the ID card. I love that animation. I know whenever a murderer does an animation when he's nervous or she's nervous, I love it because it makes you feel like you already won this. Like you already won. What about it? I'm chief of the police. Of police. Where is the evidence room or the bathroom? What's the difference? I know which one. I'm not gonna bother. I can go anywhere I want. Anyway, it was sarcastic. Also, anyone can go to the bathroom. When you enter the room, were you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone. Aside the room, there is the room. Again, do you have to explain the difference? So the Goodman would have that day, would he? Of course not. What would he be? Also, what if it's a public bathroom? You know what? I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna touch this anymore. Stop this subject. You haven't seen him in days. Chief Gant, I'm afraid you just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. Pam 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 pa 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 pam 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 pa 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 pam 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 pam. What's the thing? There. Here you go. Goodman's lost item report. Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it. I like how they're working together. So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He will have had to give that report to the chief of police. Yet you're in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure if he filled it. Pam pam pam. He filled it. How do I know it, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. He needed to? Yes, to transfer the evidence out. Oh. The Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Sorry. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him? There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room. What does he have to present after this? Okay, I remember now. Hold on, let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the chief of police, murdered poor Goodman. Exactly. But wait! Sorry. The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. By the way, I'm apologizing because, again, human mouth. He could have just lent him his ID card. Yes. Now that you mention it, I believe I might have done something of the sort. Sorry, but that's not possible. Exclamation point. According to the record, your car was only used once. We showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body. No! She can't. You didn't. The murder was most likely committed on the spur of the moment. No one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why else? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body. Dispose. However, the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there? He was massive. Well, I was at the police department, you know. And everyone saw where Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. Now have an entire police force at your disposal. Also, you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey you! Take this here, dead body. Take this here, dead body. Capcom and your typers. Over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, you have all the evidence you needed. But it's not a typo, it's just bad grammar. To prove, and all this time I thought it was a useless clue, you just taking up space. How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence. And make it quick, please. Because we are almost 30 minutes in recording. This is how I moved Detective Goodman's body. A party stop, Miles Edgeworth. Do you mean the body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car? I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car. You mean I carried the victim's body? Precisely so. But wait, even you know, I didn't plan on returning to my office after the ceremony finished that day. But you did return. Tell me why? I was asked to go, but Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted to keep a screwdriver at the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the incident, I brought this to the prosecutor's office. So you see, what you really took to the prosecutor's office wasn't the screwdriver, but the victim's body in your trunk. The good man's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Ichiro's car. Yes, and more of that tomorrow or today, really late. You'll have to finish it. To finish the video. Thank you for sticking around. Bye. Wait. Oh my god.